Hi, I'm Patrick, and in this video I'm carrying a load of used packaging across town here in Houston. It's leaving here at NASA and going down to the rail yard to be shipped across the country somewhere. Paper from space. Alright, let's get this thing started. And the first thing I see as soon as I turn the engine on is the dashboard is lit up like a Christmas tree. What's going on? We have warnings, we have check engine, we have check the brakes. Something's not good with this truck. I've just gone into the GPS and set the course to take us to a repair shop. You can see on the route advisor up at the top that the truck is all gray. There is no red on it, so it's not damaged. What could the problem be? We'll find out when we get to the repair shop. To be fair, I just got this Western Star from the used truck sales, so it may not have been in the best shape to begin with. A lot of trucks in and out here. Looks like that Volvo is going to wait for me. That's nice of him. Thing is creaking and making all sorts of sounds that a truck should not be making. It definitely needs some maintenance. And I need to be in the left lane. I don't know if you heard that, but these brakes are definitely not in very good shape. I just heard them squeal all the way to the stop. Also, I'm noticing the way the gears are changing. I'm not sure if the transmission's going to hold up much further either. Oh, I had the brakes all the way down and the jakes turned on, and I was not sure I was going to stop in time. been to the NASA facility in the Texas DLC, you probably should try to get down here because it's nice. There's a space shuttle. There's rockets. It's a real nice place to look around. And I'm having to remember to start stopping early because this thing will not stop if you don't. Oh, I might ought to back up a little. Where's the train? I hear the train. I don't see the train. There's the train. There goes the train. So again, this video is in 1.56, so it's the newest version of ATS. You can see that the lane is ending, so I have to get over. And you can see the ground texture has been updated. I have got to get in the left lane, but there's a car there. And now I can't get over. Great. Oh well. I don't generally go around buying used trucks off of that because I have nearly $800 million in my bank, and if I need a new truck, I just buy a new truck. But I wanted to get this truck to prove a point. If you buy a used truck from the used truck market in ATS or ETS2, there's a good chance that it's going to need maintenance, even though it looks like from the symbol up at the top that it is in good shape. And in the used truck sales, it does tell you what the percentage of damage is. This one was at, I think, 76%, which means it has 25% wear. It's not damage, it's wear. It's 25% wear that it had when I first got it. So when we get to the repair shop, we'll see what it says there. If we get there. Still have 21 miles. this doesn't just go for used trucks. I've actually noticed that if you drive a truck for a long time without getting any service, eventually the wear will build up, especially on tires. And when they get to a certain percentage, you really need to go in and instead of doing the suggested service or just doing the service, you need to do a replacement. And one way to know that your truck needs service is if it starts making those creaky sounds. And you can tell by the way the map is still grayed out here that I've never been here, so I didn't know that you could go on down and turn in there. Okay, let's see what it says. So we go to the service page. And you can see here, under damage, everything is 0%. There is no damage. Normally, the service recommendation would be to go in and probably do this, which is repair all. But you can see that's $0. There's nothing to repair. Repair only fixes damage. If we have wear, service recommendations don't do any good. In this case, what we have to do is replace all. Repair does not help when the problem is wear. If any parts have no wear, you only have to replace those that do. But we have to replace the parts that do have wear. My suggestion would be to make sure the engine, the tires, and the transmission are all in good shape. But I already have the money. If you don't have the money, you're going to have to make hard decisions. The good news is if your insurance is in good shape, like mine is, it actually is going to cover most of the bill. So now I'm going to hit confirm. You can see the damage report has gone to 0. The wear is 0 on everything. The damage is 0 on everything. This truck is now ready to go. But when you look over here, you can see this is still in 2-star condition. What this truck is really wanting is a total restoration. And when I backed out and came back into this window, you can see that now it's on 4 stars. You can see the mileage on this truck is a little bit high, so it's only 4 stars, but this truck has 600 horsepower. It did not feel like a 600 horsepower truck driving here. So now that that's changed, the way the truck drives should be better. And you can see the brake light is on, but that's because I hadn't released the parking brake yet. All the other lights are looking good. There's no warning lights anymore. So let's see what it sounds like driving it. creaky sounds, there's no squeal from the brakes. Everything's better. I'm actually going to go out of here this way. Apparently there's no stop signs anywhere around. No yield signs either, so I don't know what that means, but I'm going to assume that I yield to the main street. Now I'm getting back on I-10, and we're finally heading to the rail yard to drop off this waste paper. And I can definitely feel that this thing is taking off with a little more power than it had before. So the sign says we're going to Victoria, but we're actually staying here in Houston. We're not leaving town. That's a nice view of the city there. So the truck still makes sounds, but not those creaky, rusty metal on metal sounds that it was making before. It's making the sounds that a new truck would make. And that's because I've replaced all the main parts, so it is kind of like a new truck. So my plan for this week is to stay around Texas. This episode, of course, is in Houston. My Friday episode will probably be somewhere in Texas. I'm not sure where. Next week may also be in Texas because Texas is a big state. But I want to stay close to this area because I believe Louisiana is coming soon. The right turn just before the rail yard where we're going to drop off this trailer. So this week I am going to be driving around Texas a little bit. One of the of things about this particular drop-off is that the check-in point is right on the street, so you kind of have to just stay out of the traffic's way. Let's see where we're going to park. Okay, we're going to park over to the left. Just for fun, leave a comment in the comments if you stop at the stop signs at places like this, or do you just keep driving? I'd say for me it's about 50-50. It's not like anybody's going to get mad at me. There's nobody around but the NPCs. I changed my mind on how I'm going to approach this parking spot. I'm going to see if I can pull straight in. I doubt I can, but if I can't, which I'm not going to be able to, I can at least come in parallel. Now, for those of you who don't know what parallel means, that means that two lines are parallel if they have the same slope. For example, two parking spots that are side by side, they're parallel. Okay, I can kind of see that in the mirror. Everything's looking fine. Taking my time, turning my wheels before I keep moving. Okay, I think I'm just about straightened up now. Don't want to back into that trailer behind us. Alright, let's see what we get. Okay, I didn't exactly pay for the service of the truck, I don't think. I can't remember how much I actually paid. But now I've got a truck that is cheap. It was cheap to buy it and cheap to repair it. It's back in service, and now I can give it to a hired driver, because I'm sure not going to drive this thing. But thanks for watching, and have a nice day.